Hey guys, my name is Em and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. We are going to be doing a 24-hour readathon today, and you know I always love doing those. I always get so excited for them and I'm really excited to give this one a go. So basically I am going to be starting this readathon at 11. I think I'm going to be doing the timer method, but more so like 12 hours today, 12 hours tomorrow kind of thing, rather than like stopping and starting every single time I'm reading, because when I do it that way it does kind of go on a little bit too long. So I think I'm going to be trying to read from 11 to 11 today, and I will pause it if I take like a significant break and I'll add it on to the timer, but I'm aiming to read from 11 to 11 today and then maybe the same tomorrow. So I'm really excited. We're gonna get into it. I'm going to be doing this readathon with my best friend Lucy from Library of Lucy, who I'm sure you all know and adore, but I will tag her down in the description box anyways. And yeah, we're going to be just reading for the next 24 hours together. I'm really excited. Today is a Sunday and I don't really have any plans, and I don't have any plans tomorrow, so we're just going to literally read for the entire time. So the book that I'm going to be starting with is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. This is going to be probably the predominant read of this video, but I am hoping to get on to another book or two. This is the book that I'm currently reading. I'm already on page 170, but it is a very big book. There's like 530 pages or something, so that's quite a lot, but I'm loving this book so much. I will give you all my thoughts and feelings when I'm giving you my first reading update. But yeah, this is the book that I'm currently reading. I have 363 pages left of this, so I actually feel like when you break it down like that, that's actually kind of manageable. Like that's just a normal sized book, you know. I can read that in a day. So yeah, this is going to be the predominant read. I don't know if I'm going to be reading it all in one sitting, or if I'm going to kind of like read another bit of this, then maybe pick up a light-hearted book and then come back to this. I'm not really sure. We're just going to see how the mood takes us and the vibes take us. But yeah, this is going to be my first read of the readathon. I'm really excited. I am going to make myself a coffee right now and some breakfast, and then I'm going to come back to you when the readathon begins at 11, and I'm going to start reading this. I don't have a TBR for the rest of the video. We're just going to mood read our way through. We're going to see what we want to read. Welcome to the vlog. I hope you enjoy, and I will come back to you when the readathon begins. So time for the first hour update. It is now just after 12 o'clock. It is 12:07, so we are just over an hour into the readathon, and I am reading a little bit slowly, but I did get distracted a few times. So I'm now on page 209, so I've read like, I don't know, I think I've read like 30 something pages maybe in an hour, which is not that fast, but again, I wasn't reading the entire hour. I did get a bit distracted. I'm really loving this book though. It's really intriguing. I'm really interested to see where Sabine's story goes. I don't know if I actually told you what this book is about, even though I feel like I don't really need to, because everyone is talking about this book at the minute and everyone's reading this book. But if you don't know, it is about kind of toxic lesbian vampires basically, and it follows these three different women during three different timelines as they kind of navigate being vampires, and I'm very intrigued. I'm really loving it so far. The writing is just superb. Like I have never loved writing as much as I have in this book. Like it is just, it's perfectly lyrical and flowery and descriptive and just beautiful writing, but it's also like so easy to understand and like quick to read and stuff. So it's not like dense writing, if you get what I mean. Like it's the perfect balance. I'm loving it so much. But yeah, so I'm interested in the timelines. We have three timelines. We have Sabine, Alice, and then Charlotte. We have not seen Charlotte's timeline yet. I'm 200 pages in. I've yet to meet her, but we are getting a lot from Sabine's POV, which I'm actually really enjoying. I love her as a character. Like I think that she's really interesting, so I'm loving reading about her. Alice's chapters, not my favorite, but I think that's just because it's in the present day, and I just, when I'm reading a fantasy book, I don't want to read something present day. I don't know what it is. I feel like that's why I just don't like urban fantasies, because if someone brings up like TikTok or like social media or something in a fantasy book, I'm just pulled out of it. I just don't enjoy it. So yeah, there's that. But I am still interested in her character arc, and I feel like there's a lot going on with her and like her family and stuff, because she keeps having like these flashbacks. But I'm interested to see more of her story, but I'm really loving Sabine's story. I think it's my favorite. So yeah, I'm gonna obviously keep reading. I think right now I may actually take a small break because I need to edit my video that I want to put up this evening. I want to put that up at 5 and it's currently 12 and I haven't edited it yet. or uploaded it or done a thumbnail, so I really need to do that. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to keep reading, and I'm just really into it. I'm just going to try not get sucked in by my phone, because when I get like sucked into TikTok I end up not reading anything. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to pause the timer. I feel like I'm not going to achieve reading 12 hours today if I pause the timer every time, so I think I'm just gonna keep it going. But like if I take like more than like half-hour break, I'll pause the timer. But yeah, that is my update for right now. I am actually annotating this book as well while I'm tabbing it, and I have not tabbed a book in ages. Like I've picked up so many books over the past like few months and been like, oh, I'll tab this book or I'll annotate this book, and nothing has made me want to annotate it. With this book, like genuinely every few pages there's something that I want to tab or highlight. So far I've just been tabbing because I don't want to like slow down my reading, but I think when I finish the book, or maybe like at another time, I'll go back and I'll like add highlights and annotations to my tabs, because there's so much about this book that I want to say, and I feel like it's going to be one that is just going to stick with me and that I'm going to like think about and like watch like TikTok edits of and like make Pinterest boards of and stuff. Like it's an obsession, and I haven't had that with a book in so long, so I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, so that is it. I'm gonna go edit my vlog and then I will continue reading. Okay, so it is now a little bit later. I have dilly-dallied a little bit too much, and it is now almost 2 p.m, but I did edit my video and I did upload my video. Well, it's currently uploading, and I still need to do the thumbnail, but that's not going to take me too long. And then I also actually did an online grocery delivery for tomorrow, because our groceries were just non-existent. Like there's nothing in the house, and I'm not able to drive at the moment, so I'm not able to go get them. So I did that, and that took a bit of time because I was just trying to like meal plan and stuff. So I actually haven't read anything else since I spoke to you last, and I think now I'm going to go make myself some lunch, so I'm still not going to be reading. I dilly-dallied again. I had lunch with my mum, and then we ended up putting on a bit of a film, and I kind of got sucked into it, and I ended up watching that for a while, so I did take a bit of a break. It is now 3:45, but I am back. I am ready to read. I have made myself a coffee, so I'm gonna have this and I'm gonna get reading, and I'm really excited to just lock in right now and read. There's currently a hurling match on the TV. It's the All-Ireland final, so that means that every member of my household is engaged for the next like hour and a half, 2 hours, which means I have uninterrupted reading time, which is great because I will not be watching. So yeah, I'm gonna lock in. My next like stopping point or like goal point is going to be page 300, and once I get to page 300 I feel like I'm first of all on the home stretch, but second of all I think then I might like read something else or like do something else and then come back to finish it out. I don't know, we'll see. As I said, it's 4 p.m. Do I think that I can finish this book today still? I don't know. That's 300 pages, but you know what, yes is the answer. We're gonna do it, we're gonna finish it. So yeah, I'm gonna have my coffee and read. Okay, so I am now on page 230 and I've just made it up to Alice's POV again, which I don't enjoy reading about that much. I don't know, I do like it, but it's just not very interesting to me. But in the last like few chapters we're kind of seeing Sabine become this like morally, no, I don't want to say morally grey, because arguably was she ever good? No, but like we're seeing her kind of become not a great person. And it's really interesting because I've heard like people describe this as toxic lesbian vampires. We're really seeing the toxic part now, and I'm interested. And I actually was just like rolling through the book and I kind of got a spoiler from ahead and it was really good. But obviously I can't say anything. Well, I'm not going to say anything anyways, but yeah. So I'm going to keep reading. I'm reading it like, I wouldn't say slowly, but like kind of. Like I feel like I've been reading for ages, but then I'm only on page like 230 and I started on page like what, 170 or something, 150, I can't remember, 170 I think. So like I've not actually read that much. I've only read like 60 pages, but I feel like I've been reading forever, so I feel like I don't necessarily know if this book is going to get finished today, but we're gonna see. Never say never. Okay besties, so it is now 8:15 and I have come outside and I'm sitting in my garden now. I was just feeling really frustrated after being inside all day, so I wanted to get some fresh air, so I'm sitting in my egg chair. If you've been watching for the last few summers, you will be well familiar with this egg chair, but I wasn't going to put it up this year because I can't put it in my front garden anymore because I have a car this year, so there's no space. But then I was also like really missing it, so Mark built it for me last week so that I have somewhere to sit while I'm not feeling great and can't really go many places, so it's really nice to have somewhere to sit outside. And I'm just watching the sunset right now. Well, the sunset isn't really happening yet, but I can see the sun like going down and it's really nice. It's a really nice view, and I've just been sitting here reading and enjoying the fresh air. And it was actually quite warm up until like a few minutes ago as well. I had my cardigan off because it was kind of warm, but now it's just that little bit chillier because it's the evening. But I'm now on page 267. Things are kicking off. There was actually kind of a sad moment a few chapters ago. I was actually kind of like getting emotional over it, and yeah, I'm just really loving this book. I feel like this book is very character driven. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say that there is a huge plot, if any, but that's not a complaint because I feel like a character driven book can be so good if it's done right, and I feel like this book is done right. But I think we're also about to meet Charlotte very, very soon, which I'm really excited for because I really want to know more about her. But yeah, I'm really loving this book. I'm going to try get to page 300 this evening. That is my goal. I don't think that I will be able to finish this tonight because I also don't want to like rush it so much that like I'm just reading it for the sake of getting through it, because I'm really, really enjoying it. So whenever I decide to stop reading for the night, I will pause the timer, but I'm not finished just yet. I do want to read a bit more and hopefully make it to page 300. 20 past 8 right now, 18 minutes past 8, and I am probably going to sit out here for another little while, and then I'm going to go inside and watch Love Island at 9 because this season has me hooked. Like, I'm so obsessed with this, and I feel like it must be coming to the end now. Like, I feel like maybe next week is the final. I feel like next weekend might be the final. I'm not sure, but yeah, so I'm just gonna read a little bit more and enjoy some fresh air, and then I will go inside and watch Love Island, and then I'll give you a final reading update this evening, tell you what page I got up to. So I just kind of wanted to show you the view. You can't really see because the trees are in the way. We get such a nice view of the sunset just here between the trees, and it's so relaxing and so nice. I feel like I might come back out here later with a cup of tea. Hi besties. Okay, so it is now a couple of days later. I did take a little break from the readathon because I was just busy over the last like couple of days, so I knew I wouldn't be able to give it the attention that it deserved. So I read for the first 12 hours and then I stopped the timer after the 12 hours, and I have gotten up to page 353. So I am now halfway through the readathon and I'm at page 353. I've definitely got less than 200 pages left. I think like 180 pages left, maybe. I think thereabouts. I think there's like 530 something pages, and oh my god, like this book is incredible. Like, it is, I can already feel it changing my like life, because you know, like you read like a certain book and it just has that effect on you, like that this book has that effect on me, and I don't even know what it is, but it just has me gripped. And like, I don't even think we've gotten to like the main plot part of the book yet, but I just don't even care. Like, I would read this book forever. Like, it's so good. But I'm so excited to see how the rest of this book plays out, and it's just getting so interesting now. And I've heard a few things about the ending of it as well, so I'm really intrigued to see that as well. I have been tabbing this book like crazy. There's so many things that I want to go back and highlight on. We've just met Charlotte. We've just kind of gotten her first like bit of her story, and I already feel so connected to her. Like, I just keep forgetting, like literally, I know we have like 180 pages left, but we have so much to discover in that time that I'm kind of like, is it even going to be enough time? Like, I know it is, but I'm just so excited, and I just feel like I'm going to absolutely fly through the rest of this book because again, there's so much that we need to kind of wrap up and finish and discover and read about. So I know that this is going to go really quick. But yeah, so that is my current update. I'm probably going to restart the timer in just a few minutes. I'm making myself a cup of tea at the moment. I literally want nothing more than a coffee, but I'm not having caffeine at the moment. And don't even come for me saying there's caffeine in tea. It's not the same. It is not the same. And I feel like as well, I'm Irish, and I feel like we've been given tea since we were like 1. So tea is not a caffeinated drink in my opinion. I know it is, but it isn't. But I'm just craving a coffee so bad. Like, I would kill for an iced latte right now. Like, I literally would. Or a matcha. Oh my god, I would kill for a matcha right now. I also don't even know if I told you, but I did actually order matcha powder for home. I want to start learning how to make my own matchas. I feel like people make it seem like it's really complicated to make a matcha. I just don't think it's going to be that hard. Like, I don't know. Watch me absolutely fail, but I feel like it can't be that hard. Like, I don't know, but I'm really excited for that to arrive. I'm sure that will be in some blog. Could even be this one. I don't know when it's arriving. I ordered it from Chamberlain Coffee, so like Emma Chamberlain, because the instructions on it seemed very beginner friendly and seemed very user friendly, and I was like, this seems like a good one, so we'll try it. So I hope it's nice. So if you have any matcha tips or any recommendations for different matchas that are nicer, let me know. I really had no idea. Like, I was reading like different ones and they're like, this one's a fruity matcha, this one's like a this matcha, and I have no idea what that means because I've only tried it from like 3 different places and I liked 2 of them, I disliked one of them, so I don't know what that means. I couldn't tell you. But anyways, enough about the matcha. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea right now and I'm gonna sit down and read the rest of this book. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it right now, but I'm gonna read a good amount of it. It's currently 6:30 and I just had such a nice day. I went into my nana's for dinner with Mark and we just had such a nice time catching up and just seeing her, and it was just so nice because I love my nana so much. Like, she is literally my best friend. So it was a really nice afternoon. And then I've come home here. Mark has a match right now, so he has gone to that, but he will be coming back later. So I'm probably just gonna read up until Love Island and then watch Love Island, and then hopefully Mark will be back by the time it's over. So yeah, that is my update for right now. I'm gonna make my cup of tea and I might have a sweet treat as well, and then I will get back to you later. Okay, so time for a little reading update. Also, sorry, the lighting from the window in the background is actually heinous. I should probably turn around, but my shelves are facing this way, so I don't actually have anything to balance on the other way. But anyways, we move, it doesn't matter. Update on Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil. I have got exactly 100 pages left. I'm literally flying through this book. Like, I'm so intrigued. The whole book has been amazing and fast-paced and beautifully written and lyrical and whatnot, but there hasn't been like a huge amount of plot throughout the whole thing, so it was mainly just like reading these characters' stories, so I was like reading it leisurely. Now we are getting to the main plot. We're getting to the part that I want to know how it ends. I want to know what's going to happen. I want to know what happened to Alice. I want to know Charlotte's story. Like, I want to know everything, and Charlotte is currently telling her story and I'm just so excited to read it and see how it ends. The love I have for this book is astronomical. Like, it is literally astronomical. I love this book so much. I just can't wait to finish it and see how it ends up. But I also never want this book to be over because I would read this for forever. Like, I just love it so much. So if I haven't convinced you to read the book yet, read the book. I really hope that I end up liking the ending because it would be really embarrassing if not. But you know what, we're just gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna literally sit down right now. Well, no, actually, I'm gonna make myself some lunch. I've just filmed my August TBR and then I'm going to finish this book. I'm literally just gonna sit until I finish it because I just don't want to stop reading, and I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, any page I read, we're under the 100-page mark, so I can read that in like an hour, I feel like, because it is just so addictive. Like, I literally sat down and read 45 pages this morning so quickly. Like, I didn't even realize that I was reading that much. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish it very, very soon. I've studied a little bit today because I don't know if I told you, but I do have to repeat 2 exams at the end of the summer. Oopsies. But I do have to repeat 2 exams, so I have been studying a little bit, and you will probably see me incorporating studying into my upcoming vlogs because I need to lock in. Like, I need to pass these 2 exams, so I need to lock in for those. So I will be studying a bit, but I also filmed my August TBR today, which is so exciting. You can see it up on my windowsill. Wait, there, you can see it up on my windowsill. I had such a fun time. I did like a TBR jar chooses my TBR, which I've never done before, but I had a really great time doing that, and I think that video will be up before this video. I think I'm gonna try put the TBR up on Sunday and then this vlog up on Wednesday. That's my goal, or maybe I'll do next Sunday if I'm only doing once a week. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that is what I've done for the day, so I'm going to make my lunch right now and then I'm gonna finish this book. I am so excited. I can't wait. Okay, hi besties, update time. So I have now finished Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, and I want to talk about this book because, oh my god, I loved it so much. Like, this book is incredible, it's phenomenal. V.E. Schwab really popped off with this one. Like, it was just so good. I ended up giving it a 5 out of 5 star. I will say that initially I was a little bit disappointed with the ending. I don't really know why that is, but like, initially I was a bit kind of like, oh, like, that's the ending, like that's how it's gonna end. It felt a little bit rushed, first of all, and I didn't really understand it fully, so I just kind of thought that it was a bit like, I didn't love it. Then I went on a deep dive because I had a feeling that V.E. Schwab would have like done something symbolic kind of a thing. I went on a deep dive of people's analysis of the ending, and when people explained it, I was like, oh, I actually get it now, and that's actually quite a good ending. So initially I was kind of like, didn't love it, and I still don't necessarily love it, but I don't know what I would have rathered. It just wasn't like the ending that I was hoping for. I think it wasn't ever going to impact my love for the book, to be quite honest. Like, it was always going to be a 5-star even before I understood the ending. But then when I did go on that deep dive of the kind of the analysis of the ending and stuff, I did get it, and I did get what she was trying to do and say, and then I did like it more. So yeah, I absolutely fucking love this book so much. I'm really glad that I have a vlog for it, because I was absolutely enthralled by it. Like, I have not been this kind of like sucked into a book in a very long time, particularly like a fantasy book. But yeah, I loved it, and I did annotate it. I didn't annotate like a huge amount, but I did tab a good few things. And I've actually been going back over, I'm currently like this far in, I've been going back over my annotations and actually annotating them and highlighting them and writing in what I wanted to write in. So I'll probably finish the rest of those this evening. And then when I finished that book, I had 10 hours 10 minutes left on the timer. I think I still have it up. Yeah, I have 10 hours 10 minutes left on the timer, so that book took me a long time to read. And then once I finished that, I was like, okay, we'll continue with the readathon. And I picked up One Italian Summer by Rebecca Searle. I kind of picked this book up because I have a feeling that I'm not going to like it. And you might be thinking, why would you then pick that up? But it was because I was in such a book hangover over this book, and I knew that no matter what book I pick up next, I'm not going to love it as much as this one. So I didn't want to pick up a book that like I was really excited to read, or like had really high expectations for, because I wouldn't fully enjoy it and I'd be kind of comparing the two. Like, when I read a new favorite book, I can't read something similar to it after, because I'll be comparing them. So I couldn't pick up another fantasy and stuff, so I decided to pick this one up. I made it 26 pages and I don't like it. I just don't like it. I might come back to it at some stage. I feel like this is going to be one that is going to be like a 2.5 star. So I kind of just put this one down. Also, I have a pen as my bookmark. It's very sad. Like, I'm sure there's going to be a message. I'm sure there's going to be like a whole like personal discovery kind of thing. I don't really want to read that right now. The one thing I will say though is I was actually quite shocked, because I thought this was a YA book, because if I'm not mistaken, was this book not made into a movie and the main character was like 16 or 18 or something? Because I swear that it was, but I must have it mixed up, because the main character in this is 32 and she's married, so it's definitely not a YA book. I definitely had the wrong idea in my head, but I swear that there's a movie called One Italian Summer with the same plot, and she was like a teenager. Maybe they changed it for the movie, maybe the movie is not based on that book, maybe they're just similar, maybe they don't have the same name at all. I actually don't know. If anyone knows, do let me know though, because I'm kind of confused. But yeah, so I'm just putting this down for the moment. The other reason I did pick it up is because it's 255 pages I think, which is really short, but there's no point reading something just because it's short if I'm not actually gonna like it. So yeah, we'll leave that at that. But yeah, then this morning I did pick up another book on my Kindle. Basically, I picked this book up this morning because I woke up way before my boyfriend woke up, and I didn't want to like get up and start moving around, because it was just kind of like a chill morning, so I didn't really need to, but I wanted to read something. So I started The Tenant by Frida McFadden on my Kindle, and I'm so hooked by it already. I always forget how good Frida McFadden books are. Like, they're just like, you just read them and it's like you're just speed reading. They're just so easy to get through. So yeah, I've been reading this. I made it to page 40. That's actually a lot more than I thought, because I was not reading for that long. That's the first time that I checked what page I was on, but I did not think that I'd read 40 pages. So yeah, this is now my current read. I'm gonna just kind of work my way through this. Hopefully we'll read it quick enough. Yeah, that's kind of my update. But I have decided that I'm going to abandon this readathon. I think I don't really see myself reading much more, to be quite honest with you, and this vlog has been going on for quite some time. So it wasn't the most successful readathon, but I did manage to finish this book, which is a big book, and I did finish it and I did love it. It is a new favourite, and I got to vlog it as well, which is my book club book, and that was really fun. So yeah, that's kind of my update. I think I'm going to end this vlog out here. I hope you enjoyed watching. It started as a readathon, it kind of didn't end as a readathon, but you know what? It was still fun. I still had a good time, and I still managed to read a good bit. So I read 429 pages in this readathon. It's not my best, but it's not my worst. And you know what? I had fun and I found a new favourite, and that's what reading is all about. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you for watching to the end, if you watched to the end. Maybe comment the vampire emoji if you watch to the end, or some kind of spooky emojis. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay amazing, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!